Good morning. Today's learning outcome is to identify whether an iteration converges or diverges. So let's look at one question that I have taken from the Oxford Fajar textbook, checkpoint 12.2, question number 8. Right, let's read the question. Now it is given that the equation x cubed plus 2x equals to 5 has a root near x equals to 1. We use iteration given here to estimate this root correct to 2 decimal places. Now the level of accuracy is specified here in the question, so we have to stick with it. Next task is to explain why the other iteration given fails to find this same root. Alright, let's look at the solution. Rearranging the equation given to us, we have x cubed on the left equals to 4 minus 2x. Therefore, x is equal to 4 minus 2 times x to the power of 1/3. Right? So that's the first formula there. Use x naught equals to 1. Now, why 1? Because 1 is the value that is close enough to the root. It's given in the question. So x naught equals to 1. Doing some iteration, you have x1 as 1.260, 3 decimal places. I keep 3 decimal places here because question wants 2 decimal places as the final answer. So moving on, we have x2, x3 up until x8, right? Okay, so there x8, the 8th iteration, the 7 and 8th iteration, if you look at those two, the second decimal place can be rounded off to 8, right? So the root of the solution, the root of the equation is 1.18. So that's our final answer, rounded off to 2 decimal places. Another formula. Another formula, and we want to check whether this formula, why this formula doesn't work. So we have 2x equals to 4 minus x cubed, or x equals to half of 4 minus x cubed. Now, why doesn't this formula work? Because the differentiation of that formula, you have to get the differentiation, write down the differentiation, which is simplified to negative 3 over 2x squared. Right? So now we substitute x equals to 1 into the differentiation of fx. F prime of 1 becomes negative 1.5. Why is this significant? Negative 1.5 is outside the range of negative 1 and 1. So you remember from the last lesson, we know that for an iteration to work, the f prime has to be between, the f prime value has to be between negative 1 and 1. So since negative 1.5 is outside of that range, that should explain why this iteration or the second iteration doesn't work, doesn't converge to a root. Right? Thank you.